What up, y'all? It's Alex, and I am going to show you how to do some drum stuff and some sampling stuff. This is a requested video from a Patreon student, so I teach private lessons on Patreon. Go ahead and check that out. But cool, so here's how I like to do my drums. So I typically keep drums in audio. I'm also going to show you how to do it into a drum rack. But yeah, so I'll usually just start with the kick. And then you can grab in this space here. Let's say you want to do a 4 on the floor beat where you have a kick on every beat. I'm going to grab in this space, Command D. Now I have a little loop. Now I'm going to grab a snare. You can go up here, type in snare. Here's a snare, add a snare. That was Command E to split it. Now I have something like this. And let me just get a hat in, and then I'll show you how I could do some sort of like drum fills and stuff. So now we have, and if you're wondering how I just did all of this, so basically I dragged in the kick, and then when you're in this field, if you press Command 2, see how the grid's changing? If you press Command 1 and Command 2. So Command 1 makes the grid more like tight, I guess, and see it's 1 over 128. And then if you press Command 2, it becomes, it doubles or halves, whichever way you go. So 1 makes it smaller, 2 makes it bigger. And so it's a general rule of thumb. I mean, it really so much depends on everything. But like, basically, if you draw stuff in 16th notes, that often works, and that's cool. So I'll keep my grid on 16th notes for the sake of this thing. And then yeah, so then I grab the maraca, put it in between the kicks on the off beat. So basically, we have that. And this is cool. And let's say you want to now like make this a bit bigger. You can just highlight all of it like I just did. Command D it a few times, duplicate a few times. And let's say we have 8 bars now. Let's hit the end of bar 8. You want to do like a drum fill. Here's the thing you can do. Remember I said 16th notes usually works. So I'm going to copy this over, move that over. Whoops. See how when I cut it, I did that by pressing Command E. Command E does that. See how it gets bigger again and I lose the fade? That's annoying. So I'm going to press Command J to consolidate this. Now the fade is on there permanently, and now I can do something like that. Here's my drum fill. Bam. And there's a lot of different drum fills, obviously. Again, you can experiment with whatever you want, but I would suggest if you just want something easy to start on, 16th notes tends to work. Like let's see, you could also do this. Let's reverse that. I did that by pressing R. So here we go. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. But yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of stuff you can do there. So okay, so that's some quick stuff with audio, and I guess, like I said, if you want to, here's just another thing I'll show you how to do. Let's say you wanted to have this repeat a lot of times. You could now highlight all of this, Command J that, and now you could duplicate this over, so then you can have a section where there's no snare. I did that by pressing 0. That's going to deactivate it. If you press 0, you can also just delete it, but maybe you want to turn it back on, so you could press 0 if you want. Boom, boom. Maybe on this section you don't want kicks. Etc., etc. So that's a quick kind of explanation of how I like to do my drums. Like I said, I keep it in audio. For the sake of what my student asked for, I'm going to show you how to do some stuff with a drum rack. So if you want to do MIDI programming, what you can do is you can grab a drum rack, put it here, and now I'm going to grab some drums. So I've got a kick, drop it in there. Because right now if you play the drum rack, like you don't hear anything. Now you can hear the kick because we dragged it in there. And I don't like how I can see all this, so I'm actually going to consolidate the kick first, Command J. And now I'm going to drag it in again. If you're wondering why there was so many other kicks, that's because earlier, I think it's, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure why. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why that is, but whatever. But now it's just one. And now I'm going to get a snare, consolidate that. I'm going to drag it. I'm going to drag it here just because on my keyboard it's AS. W is the C1. I don't want to mess with that. The maraca, I'm going to put it on F1 because, oh wait, I'm going to put it on E1 because now I can go ASD. And it's the same thing. Now what we can do on the drum rack, draw a MIDI clip, highlight, Shift Command M. I'm just doing one bar. And boom, boom, boom. And now you can just draw on your notes. Again, I'm going to do Command 2 to make the grid smaller. And now snares. Command 1 to make it boom. And there you have it. So now same thing, you could go here, duplicate this out, Command J, duplicate, Command J, and now we can do a drum fill at the end, Command E to cut, Command J to consolidate. We're gonna make this 16th notes, boom, boom. Great, and now when you're here, there's some stuff you can do in Drum Rack. Again, I actually don't use Drum Rack very much. I think all Drum Rack is a ton of samplers, which is a simple sampler. That's right here. Yeah, so I don't know. Like some quick things you can do is you can, obviously change the pitch. That's a big one. You can control fades. Whatever. But yeah, so that's just a thing. That's a quick way to show you how to do some drum stuff. In terms of sampling, I'm just going to bring it up because I just was messing with it last night. Let's see. I had this song, yeah. So this is like a... actually, I'm not going to do sampling after all because it's going to mess with my copyright. Maybe we'll do that in another video. Sorry about that. All right, bye.